Definitely less pressure, but there wasn't the less pressure that allowed me to kind of do my own thing necessarily. It was just the fact that nobody had done it before.
Right.
So in live action, and the producers allowed me to kind of just run with it. They wrote and I read what they wrote, and we talked a little bit going forward what their expectations were, and I tweaked him just a little bit, whereas maybe he was a little bit more flashy, a little bit more hard-hitting with his jokes and his cockiness. I toned it down just a little bit as we progressed, and nobody said anything, so I kept going because it was a little bit more enjoyable for me to be that way. But it was a blast. I mean, that was definitely one of the reasons I wanted to take the role, was the comedic aspect and the fact that I could, I was the first guy doing this, so I got to put my stamp on it. Ray's been through a journey, which we'll discover kind of in Arrow season 4. His time away, and then kind of coming back will be dealt with, and he definitely has distinct feelings about that, which motivate him to take on the challenge of joining Rip Hunter's team of Legends of Tomorrow. Like I say, thank you. That definitely will be utilizing the suit and all its capabilities much more in Legends of Tomorrow than he ever did. Well, really shrunk except for the promo. So definitely be a lot of shrinking so far in the first couple episodes, and really fun stuff planned for how to utilize that and make it cool story-wise and action-wise. Not at this point. The interesting thing is we're in a lot of scenes together. Big 8-hander scenes, 8 of us all in the scene together, which is crazy to shoot. But because of that nature, we're usually chasing something, or we're like mission debriefing, or we're doing something. So a lot of the scenes are pieces here, and relationships are getting established as we go out in 1s and 2s and 3s, or not 1s, but 2s and 3s, to go on missions or submissions throughout the episodes, and so far, we're kind of, there's only a couple times we're only 3 episodes in, so some of that stuff will come out in those pieces, and that's one that so far we haven't quite hasn't been established, other than a little asides, but it's all like, what's your name? I don't know. We're just fighting this thing. Come on. I don't know if I can trust you, but I have nobody else here, so let's go do this thing, which is kind of a cool way. We're just like thrown together, and you have to save the world, and then we'll figure out your favorite color later. Yeah. Awesome. And he just got married, apparently, which is pretty amazing. We have had some stuff in a recent episode, a lot of stuff together, which has really been a joy working with him. And definitely we have a unique relationship, which I won't talk about. But Ray and Martin Stein definitely, they're kind of a little bit at odds, the whole thing of not meeting each other before, and but they're also fascinated by this technology, so they all kind of almost one up each other with like, oh, they probably can time travel because of this quantum thing and this thing over there. So it's fun. I think probably. At cons the last few years, especially the last year, I've had people come say, "I love Ray Palmer," or "I loved you in Chuck," or something, and their buddies like, he was also. They look at the pictures and like, "Oh, he was in Superman. You were Super." So that just ages me for one, but yeah, it's cool. I mean, I take it as a great honor when people would say, "Oh, I didn't know you were in Superman." They feel bad, but I would feel like that's great because it means I've done enough other things that people recognize me for other things other than Superman. Not that that's a bad thing to recognize as Superman.